What's up, y'all? It's your girl, El Rochelle, here with Hardwood Divas NBA games to watch for the week of December 16th. Y'all, we are that much closer. The next video I do is going to have Christmas in it. This is crazy. This year has gone by so fast. And so the best part of the NBA season is yet to come. So first at today, Monday, December 16th, we've got at 4 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. or 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on League Pass, the Detroit Pistons versus the Indiana Pacers. Now the Pacers, of course, are tops right now. They're in the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference is kind of slowly picking up. They were terrible early, but we're getting a little better. Detroit is not doing well. I think they're still below 500. However, they're a very exciting team to watch. Still a young team, very good guard play. And I'm just waiting to see them actually emerge as one of those really good teams. I think their record will start to improve as they go through the year. So this is just a great game for them up against one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, one of the top teams in the league in general. So catch that one. 7:30 p.m. on League Pass. We've got San Antonio Spurs versus Los Angeles Clippers, two of the top teams in the Western Conference. It's always, if you're an emerging team in the Western Conference, it's always a good opportunity to see how you're playing when you go up against a team like San Antonio. They're a team that has been in the league, in the Western Conference, doing their thing for about over a decade now. So they're always that measure that you want to go up against. You want to see how are we when it comes to playing a team like the San Antonio Spurs. So the LA Clippers will get that opportunity today. Tuesday, 5 p.m. on League Pass, you have the Lakers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, Memphis Grizzlies aren't doing so well. It's definitely a change from what they had last season. And it's really sad because I know Zach Randolph has been hearing trade rumors, and of course he's feeling some kind of way about that. Zebo is feeling like they don't appreciate him and that, you know, this isn't loyalty, but he has to understand it's the business. But they still are a really good team to watch in general for me. So I think the Lakers versus them is going to be a really good game. 6 p.m. on NBA TV, that we've got Oklahoma City versus Denver. Denver's like just quietly doing a really good job. They're kind of, I mean, the Western Conference from top to bottom is way better, of course, than the Eastern Conference. So you have a lot more of those middling teams that people maybe not paying attention to. Denver Nuggets are one of those teams. So this is a good game to watch them. I believe now they're third in the Northwest Division behind Portland and Oklahoma City. So it's a really good game to go and, you know, to definitely catch and see how Denver's doing, because most likely you haven't been watching them, because I hadn't. And I watch probably more basketball. So check them out. Wednesday, the 18th, you have 4 p.m. on ESPN, Indiana Pacers versus the Miami Heat. This is, of course, this big vaunted game everyone's been talking about. They played last week. They will play again. They are in Miami this time. Of course, these games mean a lot more right now to Indiana than they mean to Miami. Miami has the trophy. Miami won last year. Miami doesn't need to prove anything. The Pacers do. So, of course, when talk comes up, it's nothing for the Heat, but it's everything for the Pacers, as it should be. When you're a competitor trying to take down the champ, you've got to put all you've got. And when you're the champ, you just wait until the playoffs for somebody to take you down. Worrying about the regular season just doesn't work for you. So this should be a good game. We saw some fire in that last one. I definitely think we'll see the same thing in this one. 6 p.m. on League Pass, San Antonio versus Phoenix. Phoenix is hot right now, and I don't just mean the weather, because yes, it is that also. Though it's probably got a little bit of a cold spell. I remember those winter days. Like, it gets a little chilly down there. But as far as basketball, they're hot. They're streaking right now. And they're definitely trying to make a push this season. They're not trying to wait for next season and let's just incrementally get better. They see themselves having an opportunity and seeing their play doing very well for them right now. So they're wanting to move forward with that. But yeah, they're definitely a team to watch in the Western Conference, especially you know, you have some of these younger teams that they're going against. So if they get hot, when they get on fire, it's kind of like your Phoenix Suns of old. When they get on fire, if they're streaking, if they're hitting their shots, if they're dunking on you, you could go down. So watch out for them. Thursday, 5 p.m. It's only 2 games, and they're both on TNT. Chicago versus Oklahoma City. This game is not as exciting as it would have been if Derrick Rose were still in the lineup. However, still should be a good game. Basketball teams still get up and play no matter who's on the floor. And then 7:30 p.m. we've got San Antonio versus Golden State. This is a good one. This is a playoff matchup that we saw, and so this is really exciting to watch. I want to see how these teams go up against each other here in the regular season and see what they got. So Friday, 5 p.m. on ESPN, Houston Rockets versus the Indiana Pacers. Houston, again, is one of those middling teams. They're doing pretty well, but nobody's paying as much attention, which is great for someone like Dwight Howard. All the attention he had in LA just didn't work for him. Being on one of those teams that everybody's watching all the time. I think he's doing better this year, and that's because he's with a team that, you don't want to say they don't expect much, because of course these Houston fans really do want a lot from them, but they don't expect as much. It just is what it is. 7:30 p.m. on ESPN, Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Timberwolves. Now, of course, they've got the always amazing Kevin Love, who everybody, including the Lakers, have wanted. They want him to play for them. So it should be a very interesting game to watch. We're still watching Kobe get set and get really into things, but should be pretty good. Saturday, 4:30 p.m. on League Pass, Houston versus Detroit. Another one of these young teams playing. These two young teams playing against each other should be a great game. Then 5:30 p.m. on League Pass is Oklahoma City and San Antonio. Not much to say there. These two teams are tops in the Western Conference, have been for the last few years. So watching them play against each other in the playoffs, or in the regular season, gives us just a little inkling of what we might see in the playoffs. Sunday, 3 p.m. on League Pass, Boston versus Indiana. Boston's quietly doing some things in the Eastern Conference. No one expected much from them, and they're actually doing fairly well. At 6:30 p.m. on League Pass, Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Clippers. More of that, those big man wars that we like to see, especially in the Western Conference with Kevin Love, DeAndre Jordan's, Blake Griffin. So check it out. Those are my games to watch for this week. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Who do you want to see? And holla at your girl. Deuces.